I have a game with a kitchen level. So I'm going to play Overcooked to learn how kitchen levels work. And other games and apply it to my own game. New game, I guess. Who are these people? I'm not going to lie, I don't really care about the story. Hold B to skip. Do you know what? I will do that. You go here, you press A. You then must go to the point. Do I press A again? I guess A is the interact button. X is the engage button. LB to swap chefs. What am I doing now? Where do I go? So to press A would then get a tomato. How would I put down a tomato? You press A again to put it down. Okay. My game doesn't really work like that, but I think we can do it. But it should be... No. What am I doing? So I'd go here. Do I press A again? Okay, so I have to manually put stuff on A and A. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I need to take tomato to the chopping board. So it's A here, move over to here, put it down, then there's an action to move it again. Okay, I see how this works. A here, there'll be chopping board seems to be set in place with you. So we press A to pick up. Plates seem to come from a dispenser here. There's a dispenser for plates at all times that I don't need to worry about. A to pick up, A here. Okay. Seems to be in the top left is the recipe and what we're looking for. So there's 4 chopping boards that I can see. Might as well go back here. Plates there. Sweet. Go here. Okay, I see how this works. Then you take the whole full plate to there. So I guess the skill is just managing multiple things at once, which is easy enough to do. We'll start with this. Select a random plate there. This is a full plate we can send out now. There seems to be only 1 plate station. I swear there was 2, but okay. Another tomato. Put that there. Start chopping it. There's only 1 plate. I'll put you down there for now. Okay, so it seems to use a time limit and a timer as the difficulty system. Oh my god, what the hell was this? Hurry up. I can get this out, can't I? Yeah, I can get this out. Nice. So orders are coming in roughly every 15 seconds from the looks of it. You may be my best chefs. Bro, all we did was make salad. So the way they handle it is that you only worry about like raw items like lettuce and tomatoes, and then you just chuck it on the plate and it basically assembles itself on the plate. That means you don't need to have like bread and other stuff like assemble it yourself. I think that's quite a nice system. Oh, this bus thing is cool. Go here, see what's going on. Okay, so I go to the bin. I then go to a chopping board. Everything is displayed here. Start chopping. What are you up to? Where's the shrimp? So shrimp here. Go here. Start chopping again. Switch as a person. Go here. And then you deliver that out here. Okay. I think I'm getting the hang of this. What do we need? We need 2 of these. Is that a bin? Yeah, it's a bin. Okay, so the bin is just a dropped item, but in this game, you only really have 1 item in your hand at any time, so the bin won't matter. The bin matters in my game, because you can have several different items. We appear to be out of plates. There's a plate stack there, that's good. Can I take some plates? Oh, you can. Oh, nice. So this actually plays quite differently from the systems I have currently, but then again, in my game, the goal is to like muck around to get fired. When this game, the goal is to actually successfully cook. The orders are coming in quite fast though. I think that's quite a decent way to add difficulty, but I don't think that's going to work in my game. Well, that was easy. Sushi. Nice, now we've got cooking involved. Okay, this is what I need. My game does involve cooking. What am I looking at? So I do that and that. This is rice, I assume. Rice gets a cook timer, that's good. While that's happening, I don't know what to do. Let's chop it maybe? Don't know. I need to chop the fish. The rice is overcooking. Do I need to put it out there? I need to put the thing back on. There are people walking around, which is good because that's what happens in my game as well. Send that out. Okay, let's try that again. Put it on a plate, get you chopping. For the other one, get some rice, get that boiling. The rice then has a timer. I don't know what happens if that overflows it, because in my game, you can overcook food. So we'll see what happens. I'm just going to leave it there for now. So far, nothing is happening. It's getting faster. Is it going to overcook? Spoil? Fire. Okay, what happens if I put this fire on? Nothing. The fire spreads. Okay, that's a good idea. I like that. I like that. So the fire is spreading. I don't know how you put out a fire. You need to get a fire extinguisher. And then put out the fire like this. And then put the fire extinguisher back, I'm guessing. Okay. So in this so in this game, if things overcook, things start to set on fire. I think that's quite a good idea actually. I might implement that into my own game. I think that's a really good idea. If you can't stand the heat, that's such a stupid saying, I'm not going to lie to you. As someone that's worked in kitchens, there's a saying, if you can't stand the heat, then get out of the kitchen. I'm not going to lie to you, mate, the heat is ridiculous. Not if you can't stand it, it's ridiculous amount of heat to begin with. I need to get some rice. Can I use this again? I don't know. I think it's going to start another fire. I don't know what this is. Let's just bin this. I can't bin it. Oh, I've binned the items in it. So there's a bin. If you go there holding an item, you can chuck it in the bin then. Okay, that makes sense, that makes sense. You need to put down pans after using them, that's quite a nice feature. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this game is actually kind of boring after like 5 minutes. I think I've played it. It feels like I've played it already. I'm not gonna lie, I just feel like I've played it already. 20 seconds, we're not gonna get all these done. Wait for the rice to be cooked, chuck the rice on, get out of my way. So I'm a bit bored already, so how would you make it not boring? What we would need is if there's a fire there needs to be some reaction to this. For example, this guy would be reacting to it. There's no reaction. I'm currently very isolated. The only sort of fail state or engagement I'm getting is from myself. For example, if I set fire to the workstation, I can't use the workstation. But there's no external reaction to it. To make it funny, and in my game, there needs to be an external reaction to when a workstation is on fire. New chef. Okay, 3 chefs could maybe change things. Dirty plates needs to be washed in the sink. Oh, my battery's low. What chef? I forgot a new chef. Sushi is here. Shop it. I don't know what this guy's meant to do. Oh, this guy's like the veg chef. Okay, that's fine. Leave throw. You can leave stuff there. So he leaves stuff there for them. Okay, that's nice. I assume there's some sort of angle where you have to pass it over. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so to sum up what I've learned so far. So far the controls are quite simple. 2 buttons that do everything. There's 1 button to pick up and place things, then there's a button to actually chop when you're in an appropriate location to do so. The simplicity is good. Where am I getting more plates from? There's legit no more plates. Yeah, there's legit no more plates. What the hell? Oh, here's more plates. Okay, we can get this done. Okay, I think I've learned quite a lot so far.